May chair.
Kukunin niya.
Dito ka.
Tawat ako na mo yan, doon ka makinig.
Hello. Di ba naman makikita sa grupo? So today we are going to do the second part of our training. First we did COVID-19, and the second part is vaccination with you guys. And I want you to take this survey. And thank you. Survey?
This one.
This go. Dito ka na lang
Huwag kang mag-alala, Kalora.
Second batch training for COVID vaccine. Present.
And one for
Social distancing, girls. Social distancing.
Thank you. Yes. And please, I forgot to tell you that till just from page 1 to 3, after the training, we will till the fourth to five. Yes.
hanggang dito lang ang sira mo. This one.
1 to 3.
Dito, ang post, may post after ng training yan.
Ano siya ng training? Yan. You don't have another no? It's not
Amoy gas. Hindi mo sulat? Ito, lapis.
Ay, siya na
First one. Walang kopyahan, ha?
Kabisote. Wala kayong
No copying.
grade. Kabisote nga. Tapos mali pala yung kinukya.
Maybe even the age of the one other of the person you will copy.
Instead na 50 na. Wala bang 50, kinukya niya yung 50.
Pag nangopya nila, patawag mo pa. Nakakay nila. Reconnecting. Wala planong ginawa. Linggo, Mother's Day. Oo nga. Pagka sa linggo ng Mother's Day, sa next Sunday, para 28. Mother's Day. Ano tuloy? Mamaya, usapan natin.
Ang titi na. Titi na siya.
Yung
Titi na.
finish natin special.
Hindi ko ipapasa pag hindi ko po. Kasi ako man sa answer mo. Answer mo tayo yung mga.
Iwanan mo naman. Maglaro.
Bakit magkita ako kung hindi ko alam? Pilipina ako, bawak
Kaya nga.
mag-note.
Hindi ko pa sasagutin yung ano.
Okay, magsuntukan dyan, ha?
Mamaya ko na lang ito sa yung ano. Hindi ko pa alam yung ano.
After the training, yung
Lecture muna.
ang question.
Gusto kang konti.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's good here.
It's enough to, sorry? It's enough for the day.
You can use the microphone.
After the training,
Okay.
hindi kasi sabi yun ay push lang.
You have lost 6 minutes to answer the questions. But then pass your paper.
No, keep it, after that,
Yeah.
you will answer the rest.
Ako naglugan ng sigurado na ikinikinutan namin. Andito ka naman.
ظبط الكادر.
Tree waiting.
Hello.
Already 3 hours waiting for us.
Yeah.
No?
Okay.
1 minute, yeah, 1
Tapos
minute.
na.
1 minute, tapos na kayo?
Tapos, makinig mo na ito. Hindi ko sinagot lang. 1, 2, 3 na. 1, 2, 3 nga. Lang na sa palitin ko pa lang. 0, test.
Bawal magtanong ulit. Ha?
Test. Good morning. Start, start. Okay.
matunog national lang din.
Test. Hello? Okay. Maybe from us. From us. One person. Hello. Hope you are all fine.
You're fine.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
fine.
Today we will talk about COVID-19 vaccination. Okay. First, I'm Azdin Abdulrazak. I'm his promoter from Amazon. What kind of vaccine have you heard of?
Polio vaccine, measles vaccine,
Johnson.
tetanus.
Tetanus, good. What kind of vaccines have you taken?
Diesel.
Okay. Tetanus, good. Right. Do you know anyone that had negative effect from vaccination? Side effect? Maybe. Okay. All vaccination are first undergoing study first of all. Okay. Then distribute to the population. You will see how the way. First, our immune system works. Okay. Who's our enemy?
Virus and bacteria.
Virus and bacteria. Related to COVID, our enemy is
Coronavirus.
coronavirus. Our body fighting the enemy by antibody. Okay, the antibody stick to the virus and kill them. Okay, then our body our body remember this virus and our antibody can fight this virus in the next time of infection. Clear?
Okay.
Okay. You have antibody who fights against the virus, our enemy. Then our body remember this virus and this antibody will produce in the next time to fight the virus. In general, this is our immune system. Okay? What is vaccine? Vaccine is to protect against harmful disease. Okay? To build a resistance, which is a memory. Build resistance. In the next time, we can fight this enemy, which is COVID-19. Create the antibody to fight future infection. Okay? How vaccine contain kill or weaken virus, a part of virus. You can see here the 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 virus. When we implement the vaccine, we take a part from this virus, or we take a killed virus, which is not harmful for our body. Okay. But they do not give you an infection or put you at risk of complication. Okay? Not infection at all, not a whole virus given to you by vaccination. Most vaccines are given by injection. Okay? Some vaccine given by orally or nasal spray. Orally by mouth. Okay? How will the vaccine give me immunity? How can vaccine? Anybody can tell me how vaccine gives me immunity?
Because it
Anyone
protects
know?
you. It protects you from the invasion of the new virus. As you said that when you get the vaccine, you produce the antibodies, and it will create a memory in the body. So when the new virus will come, it reacts to this new virus and kills the new virus and
Yeah.
fights the new virus.
When vaccine are taken, it's a part of the virus or killed virus, our body will implement or will have the antibody to fight the virus. In case we have infection in COVID-19, then our body know his enemy. Then he can fight the enemy in a good way. Okay? Good? Good. We take the vaccine. Vaccine is made of things look like the virus so that your body can attack them. Okay? The body can recognize this virus in case of attack or in case of infection. The type of vaccination, we have many techniques to implement or produce the vaccine in different types. Inactivated virus, the toxoid vaccine, live attenuated vaccine, subunit vaccine, all these are a technique to make the vaccine, okay? And for COVID, we have this technique is mRNA vaccine and viral vector vaccine, okay? How are vaccine developed and tested? They start in 1,000 person to test them. Is this true?
How?
1,000 person, we give them the vaccines and they start
No, the
according
animals
to
first.
that. Yeah. Okay, is this true?
No,
Now in Lebanon, they distribute the vaccine for the population. This is a trial. They are doing a study on people. No, first they search and study in lab about the vaccine, about to get the part from vaccine. Okay, then they do a study on animal. The first phase in one person, they give him the vaccine, then and analyze the results. Okay, the phase one is a group large, is a small number of persons to do study and for comparison. Then the second phase is on 100 and the last phase is on 1,000. Like Pfizer, they do a study on 40,000 persons, okay, in two groups for vaccination and group for comparison, okay. Then they analyze the result and how is what is the efficacy of the vaccination and what is the protection can make in our body. Okay, they start all these phases where it took some time to implement and to distribute to all population. Okay,
who is this first person to be tested? How many people
not me.
will die?
It's not me. Okay.
You know, after the animals, first one person. Around maybe because maybe
First,
in the animal,
Yeah.
Malish, it's the rat will die. Malish is a rat. But when it was first person,
Maybe the person that's near to die.
They tested on animal. If it's safe, they can start to give for a human. Okay? First they give to animal and analyze the result. Then they give to first person to study this person and his immunity. Okay? What are the available type of COVID vaccine? It's Pfizer with efficacy 95%. Okay, the country America and Germany. We have AstraZeneca up to 90%. Okay.
It doesn't work.
Need battery.
Yeah.
Okay. We have the Johnson and Johnson, 66% efficacy. Sinovac from China up to 86%, and
Sputnik.
Sputnik from Russia. Okay.
Can you differentiate too in the
Yeah.
technology? In the
In the
technology,
technology,
what makes the difference between
yeah.
mRNA viral vector
We,
in
we will we will see a video which show the mRNA technology, how it's work. And viral vector, they can have another virus to contain a part of COVID to give it to a human. Then they test on animal first, then on a human to show its efficacy. Okay, I was different two groups for comparison. Okay. Now we will see a video show us mRNA vaccine.
The first two vaccines approved to combat COVID-19 are the first medicines of any kind based on mRNA. Conventional vaccines contain dead or inactive virus particles, but mRNA vaccines work differently. mRNA is a bit like an instruction manual. Virtually all the cells in our body use mRNA to build proteins. In the new COVID-19 vaccines, mRNA carries instructions for building a copy of the spike protein, the part of the virus that attaches to our cells. By itself, the spike protein is harmless, but it trains the immune system to fight the actual virus. But mRNA is fragile and breaks down quickly. To protect the mRNA long enough for it to reach a cell, scientists wrapped it in a protective bubble called a lipid nanoparticle.
RNA is very susceptible to being digested by enzymes called RNases. And so the lipid nanoparticles protect the RNA and help deliver the RNA to the inside of cells. If RNA is lying around outside of cells, it won't get turned into a protein.
Because mRNA breaks down at room temperature, the vaccines need to be kept extremely cold. These new COVID-19 vaccines represent the culmination of decades of research into mRNA medicines. mRNA-based drugs have potential well beyond this virus. They are now being developed and tested to treat a wide range of diseases.
Okay. Now it's clear how they implement the vaccine and start with how was the Pfizer biotech vaccine tested and approved? First, 43,000 participants from all around the world, from different country and race and age, to study. These participants for the third phase of the trial of the pathway, the last phase. Okay, they cut this number into two groups. Okay, and they give a group the vaccine and the another group just for observation. The study show the efficacy of vaccine where the person who took the vaccine are safe and less infection in the number. The vaccine was almost 95% effective 1 week after taking the second dose. Anyone know the duration from first dose to second dose?
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks from first dose to the second dose. The vaccine Pfizer, we should take two doses to have the efficacy of 95% after 1 week of the second dose.
So what happens if there is only efficacy of 95%? What's the difference of 5%? What will happen?
What?
If the efficacy only is 95%, so there is a possibility.
From 100, the possibility of 5% to get vaccinated. Okay. Uh, like Pfizer, how you can administer the vaccine? First, in the arm is cleaned properly, properly. Yes, I don't understand. The vaccine is given as an injection intramuscular by the syringe. Okay, the first dose given, and then after giving the dose, the person who gets the vaccine should be observed for 15 minutes. Okay, and then to make sure they are healthy and do not have any allergic reaction. Okay, if the person have allergy on some medication, the physician decide if you can take this vaccine or not. Okay,
But if
according
you
to
say,
your history.
but the vaccine was already administered, and the allergic reaction will be shown after 15 minutes. So how can he decide late?
No, if you have an allergy on, let's say, medication, X medication, you should observe for more time for allergical reaction. Okay, the physician, your physician will decide to give you the vaccine or not.
But here it says,
Yeah.
if the first dose is given and the person is monitored for 15 minutes, yani, the first dose was already given.
The
And-
first test given, if I ask you, you have a history of allergy on any medication?
Yes, if
You
I say
have-
yes, but why
No.
here, the person
All
is
of you-
monitored,
all of you
so
have-
it's sure they are
all-
healthy and do not have, the first dose is already
One
given.
minute. Yeah, I ask you first, before giving you a vaccine, you have allergy, history of allergy on any medication? No. Then I give her the vaccine. If she complain from allergy, then I will observe if she don't know that she had allergy on this medication.
So what will happen if she has allergy? She
Yeah.
cannot take out
We-
anymore the vaccine.
No, it's solved by another medication. Okay?
Okay.
But we should observe her for her safety.
That's why they give first week and then another.
Yeah, but
week.
the danger
They
is,
observe you.
but the danger is, he didn't make it very sure because maybe the person doesn't know the allergy.
If any medication should be given to any person, I will ask you, your physician ask you, you have allergy on Panadol? You say no. If you feel any dyspnea, any allergic reaction rash, please call me. Yeah, the same idea on vaccination. Where first, at the first of distribution, we should observe the person who takes the vaccine. Okay, like any medication given to any person. I give you antibiotic. If you feel any allergic reaction,
Okay,
please call me.
because usually when we do something, you give first the skin testing, right?
Yeah.
If it will react,
Yeah.
then you will not proceed. But here, it doesn't say you give the testing first. If it will react,
If
it's directly.
if it is in IV, for antibiotic, you are talking about antibiotic. When we use antibiotic, we should do an allergic test. If it is in the vein, in the blood, given in the blood, okay, but in the muscle, uh, you take the medication and you and the physician will ask you about allergical reaction. If you feel any allergical reaction, please call me.
I just wanted to add something. Sometimes people don't know that they are allergic to
Yeah,
something.
that's
Yeah.
why.
So in the case that they are given the first dose and they do develop symptoms, on the spot, the doctor will know because you get like a fever, can get a rash. So they immediately give you medication in the first 15 minutes and it will go away.
Yeah, but what I wanted to make sure that before administering the vaccine, there should be a test first before, because like, okay, when the person is in the hospital, yeah, usually that's why the vaccines are being given in the hospital for the monitoring,
Yes,
right?
yes.
From 20,000 person, about not a huge number make allergic reaction. About a
Yeah,
small, very
because
small
it says,
number
yeah,
of person do the allergic reaction according to his body. His
but we
health.
cannot make any
Okay?
mistake.
Not it's solved by observation. If I observe you, you are under my you are in the observed room. I can I am a physician and I am a nurse. I am ready to any deterioration or allergic reaction. Okay, you will feel the rush. You feel first, then I can give you the medication to solve this allergic reaction. Where this is the time to observe you to be safe. Yeah, if I give you the medication and you go to home and make allergic reaction, it will be in danger. So the observation should be 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay, if you have a history of an allergic reaction, past medical history of allergic reaction, you should the in observation room you should stay about 30 minutes. Okay, so the observation room healthcare worker should observe you in a good way to make sure that you are good without any allergic reaction. Then you can go to your home. Okay. The second dose then given after 3 weeks. Some mild effect can happen, like pain on the site of injection, fever maybe, feeling tired, headache. This means your immunity is building the response. Okay, not mean you get the infection. Okay, how powerful are vaccines at protecting us? These two brothers both have measles. We can see unvaccinated person. What is the difference between those two persons?
The one he got the chicken pox, the other one he didn't.
This person are unvaccinated, then his health is deteriorated. He have severe symptoms. Okay, but our immunity know this disease, then our immunity fight in a good way. The symptoms will be mild to moderate. Okay, the difference between vaccinated person and unvaccinated person. Community immunity. Okay, it's help us. It help us, and this is when enough people take the vaccine to protect themselves and others around them, because they are protected from COVID-19, they do not spread it to others. Here we can see a person infected. The green is the person vaccinated, and the black is unvaccinated but healthy. They can the vaccinated person can decrease the spread of infection, so it cannot spread in a fast way to the other. So the vaccinated person can give an immunity to the other person who cannot take the vaccine. Okay, this is the community immunity or herd immunity. You see this video.
How would COVID vaccines work in your body? Well, I have 60 seconds to tell you 3 things you should know. Ready? Number one, getting the immune system in shape. A vaccine is basically a training session for the immune system. Vaccines teach the immune system to look for the key features of a virus. So when a virus does show up, it's ready to fight it off. Number two, vaccine, beat virus. The vaccine gives your body a plan to recognize the virus. Then your immune system starts preparing by making antibodies or fighter cells that stay in your blood as protection in case the virus tries to invade. What this means is you get immunity against the disease without having to get sick first. Number three, immunity, immunity. When enough people's bodies know how to fight off a virus, there's nowhere to go. That slows the spread. When people get a vaccine, we're able to stop the spread quickly and get a little closer to ending this pandemic. That's basically how vaccines work. And that is 60 seconds.
Right. Who should get vaccinated first? We have a different groups of age in our community. First stage is for healthcare worker and social care worker and over 75-year-old person. Elderly. Okay, this is the first stage to the person who should get vaccinated first. Then at the second stage, it's the person is over 65 years to 74 of age. Okay, the third stage is for whole population. This is the stage for giving the vaccine to all people. Okay. Rumors, fake news, vaccination. What do you hear about vaccine?
Infertility.
Infertility, yes. Good answer. What do you hear about rumors?
Ano daw ang
Pregnant
Another one.
woman.
Pregnant woman. What?
We cannot have vaccine.
Pregnant. It's not rumors. It's according to the study. Maybe we need more study to take the decision to give the pregnant woman the vaccine or not. It depends on the risk of pregnant woman. Maybe the pregnant woman is a nurse, so to get vaccine, it's better than to get COVID-19. Okay? Uh, Fake news.
If you use the Sinovac, you will speak Chinese.
Sinovac Chinese.
Fake news.
That's not good.
If there is a microchip, there will.
Nano microchip. Yes. Changing the behavior. Control our mind.
Like zombie.
Fake vaccine. It's not vaccine. It's water. Only water.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all rumors. Okay. Nano microchip. It causes another disease. It's not. It's a part. It's for improving our immunity. Just to improve our immunity. After getting vaccine, after vaccinated, person should remove the mask and then wash his hand because he's covered and his immunity is good. He cannot take the precaution. Is this true?
No.
No. Even if you are vaccinated, you should wear your mask and do a hand hygiene. Right? Infertility. Infertility. After vaccinated, if some person, some women are pregnant,
There is also the health lungs is not good. You cannot vaccine.
Ivan?
Rabo, masalan rabo. And the
Asthma.
Asthma yan.
Rumors
In sinus, you cannot put vaccine. Cannot make vaccine.
those with
If you have medical
sinusitis.
problems,
Can you repeat, please?
She was asking people who has asthma or sinusitis.
Asthmatic, yeah. The people with NCD, the chronic disease, should take the vaccine. Okay? They are from a high risk group to do
The vaccine.
severe complication from COVID. So they should take the vaccine to protect themselves. Okay?
Sabi ko na sa'yo.
Sabi ko ba sabihin mo?
Control,
Kailangan ko nga.
Ali, controlled by some country.
Ito nga sinus.
Took the vaccine, Ali.
yes.
Ali, okay? The vaccinated we didn't see any changing in behavior of the vaccinated person. Okay? It's not a fake medication, it's a vaccine, and not the vaccinated person will die. Because we see our friend before me, vaccinated person, and he's talking with
You
us.
didn't take the vaccine?
No. I am waiting.
Why?
I am waiting my turn.
Ah,
Okay?
your schedule.
Yeah. I am waiting like everybody in the community.
I have a
But-
question.
Yeah.
As you said that part of the vaccine is passive, the passive virus, the dead virus, or maybe a passive one. So, what part of the vaccine is the passive virus, and what are the rest of the vaccine? Water?
It's consists of some lipids and protein. Okay?
Proteins of what?
Some protein and the lipids. We can send you what the liquid contain.
Yes, because
Okay?
if you say only part of the vaccine is
Yeah.
composed of the passive vaccine, then there will be a question to what other
What are
part is,
another part?
yeah, what is the other part?
Like the liquids. The liquids contain of some normal saline to be resolved or soluted by normal saline. They given to the infected to the patients. Okay, and we will send you the how they prepare and what are the material contain the vaccine. Okay.
I think it's a protein replicated in the form of the coronavirus. It's almost like a replicated, like a duplicate of the virus itself, and together with the passive virus.
Can you repeat the question?
As what I have learned, the vaccine is composed of a replicated, like they get a plant protein and make it the same, like the coronavirus or the COVID-19 virus, and together with the passive virus to make the composition of the vaccine.
What do you mean by passive virus?
I was asking him, as he was saying,
Yeah.
that the vaccine composed of a part of the vaccine
Yes.
is a passive virus, right? Now I was asking, what is the other part? Will it just be plain water? And he said,
No.
saline.
It's
Yeah,
saline, some lipids.
Yes, that's why
Okay,
I was
so-
asking what kind of protein or what kind of lipids, because there are lots of proteins and there are lots of lipids.
Yeah.
No, so it should be like a lipid or a protein replicated into the image of that coronavirus together with the passive one.
No, the virus, what they use is only a part of the virus.
Yeah, that's why.
Or the mRNA technology, it has something similar to the
Yeah,
virus.
that
Not
is
the actual
exactly what I
virus.
was saying. The mRNA is a protein almost similar.
Yes.
They get it from a plant, maybe they produce it, the protein must be from a plant or some other animal lipids or protein replicated at almost the same
Yes.
like the coronavirus, together with the passive one to make the whole vaccine.
No, it depends on what the type of vaccine is.
Yeah.
So for example, the
The
Russian
COVID.
one, the Sputnik, what they did was they took part of the COVID vaccine,
Yeah.
they put it into another virus,
Ah.
and that's how it's given.
What
That's
virus
why
it is?
Adeno-
Oh my God.
So
Adenovirus.
yeah, so because everyone has adenovirus, has gotten it before, so your body already knows adenovirus.
Mm.
So it depends on the type of vaccine. And also with regards to the lipid that they use depends how they make it inside the lab to protect the virus.
So that's why I was asking
Yeah.
about the vector.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the vector,
Yes.
the mRNA,
Yeah.
and the inactive?
Yeah.
Yes,
Virus vector.
because we have to know this.
Of course.
We're able to
Yeah.
because there are already rumors like the vaccine is fake because it's just plain water, you know. So that's why it's very important to
Yeah.
understand the component of the vaccine.
Yes. It just depends on the company that is making the vaccine.
Mhm.
So there's no way for us to say, oh, this is better than this, or this is better than this. It all depends on the company that is producing it and the number of people that it was tested on. So as you can see, like the Russian one, it's 92%, and they use the viral vector.
Yes.
Whereas Pfizer, they use mRNA, and it's 95%. And these are quite similar numbers. So it just depends on how they use it.
But the Johnson & Johnson is just 66.
Just 66, and that's why up until now, not many people have disclosed it as, okay, you can come and take
And
the
and
vaccine.
and how would everybody will say I have 92% efficacy, and the others will say I have 95% efficacy.
Yes,
When we understand that producing a vaccine should take a longer period of study, you know, and as this is happening, a COVID-19 came last year
yes,
with a short period of a year.
yes.
How could you be sure of the 92, the 95, or the 66?
Well, because if you think about it, when was the last time we had something so big? When was the last time there was another pandemic? It was a very long time ago.
Yeah, it was a very long time ago.
Yes. So from the last time we had a pandemic up until now, can you imagine how much science has developed, how many scientists have put their energy and efforts into?
Even though, because even if it was a long time we had the pandemic, but it was a different pandemic.
Yes.
It was not caused by corona.
Yes.
Yes.
But they take the lessons learned from these things, like Ebola virus, for example, when Ebola was happening in Brazil and all these other countries.
Yeah, but until now, there's no vaccine for the Ebola virus.
Yes, but they know how to treat it and how to manage it now.
Yeah, and
Because every
and how
virus
to
is very
stop
different.
the spread of
Yeah, and
Yeah.
normal. Isolate yourself.
You can't isolate forever. This is why, you have to return back to your normal life.
Yeah.
So if the vaccine took a long time, people say, why is it taking a long time? Where is science? Why isn't it doing a good job?
Why is
And
that?
if it was
But it's
used
better.
fast,
It's better to be very sure
yes.
than to rush up things and then lose
Now
it.
what the countries have done is that they rolled it out for emergency use.
Mm.
So for example, now with AstraZeneca,
Because it's like we feel like we are the testing guinea pigs, like
yeah,
it should be tested for a longer period of time, and it should be tested on a wider range.
but this is
But
why,
then,
this is
like,
why we mentioned that the Pfizer, it was tested on 43,000 people. And just so you know, there are many countries so far that now we will show you a map of the countries that have rolled out vaccines. So for example, Israel, for example, the United Arab Emirates, they rolled out
but
the vaccines
43,000 compared to a billion of people in the world is not
Yeah.
enough.
It's not enough, but don't you have to start somewhere?
Yeah, I know, but like I said, we cannot make a mistake.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to die because of a
Of
mistake.
course, yes.
You,
of
you
course.
want to die?
No, of course, I don't want to die.
No one want to die related to infection and COVID-19.
Yes.
Okay, so they implement in this fast way all the support, all the financial support given to these labs to implement and to manufacture this vaccine, to give and distribute, to be all safe. Like Ebola, they control the spread, but COVID, they not control. They closed all the world and they have economical problems.
Because Ebola was just in one, like
Okay.
certain countries, you know? It's
So-
not like this one. It's a
For
pandemic.
For example, influenza, right? Influenza, now we know that it's okay, very normal. Now you can take a vaccine for influenza every year. You can take Tamiflu if you are sick. But before, it was an actual pandemic and it affected everyone. So this is why I'm telling you, like, things take a lot of time to be developed. But because scientists now, like, they're learning from the previous pandemics, now they are able to make it faster. But I know what you mean. You have concerns with regards to the amount of people that were tested and the vaccine was tested on. But for example, in New York, they tested on 750,000 people that took the vaccine. They noticed that no one died from COVID, even if they got infected with it, and everyone had mild symptoms. So it was very good, not only at protecting people, but also at reducing hospital admission and death. So sometimes you have to think of, if I take the vaccine, what will happen? If I don't take it, what will happen? And like we said, community immunity is very important. So if you protect yourself, you're also protecting others. And that's, I think, is very important to remember.
Okay. And now, how many people have taken the COVID-19 vaccine so far? More than 329 million doses have been given. 73 million are fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Almost 1% of the population are fully vaccinated. Okay?
1%.
1%. Yes. Two go. Pfizer vaccine is being given now in Lebanon. Started with healthcare worker and people 75-year-olds. Almost 870,000 persons registered on vaccination registration platform, which is COVAX. More than 85,000 people that have taken at least one dose of the vaccine in Lebanon. Okay? And we hear about any complication with the vaccination.
So far, nobody is
Nobody-
reporting.
No, they reporting everything. Okay? On the registration platform, they register any side effect, any mortality, any death. Okay? No complication until now.
What's army?
Only one of the person who took the vaccine. How can you register for the COVID-19 vaccine? First, we should register on COVAX. This website related to MOPH. MOPH then will send you a confirm for registration. Then after when you turn the MOPH will send you a link to book your appointment. Okay, date and time of vaccination and to the vaccination center should choose them according to your nearest vaccination center. Attend your appointment. Make sure you show the vaccine center confirmation message. You will take your phone with you to the vaccination center and show for the registered person. Give your first dose, then administered by IM. The second dose after 3 weeks, you will receive a message for the second dose date. Then get your second dose at the same vaccination center. You will receive a certificate that you are vaccinated.
There is a question here. Is it for free?
For free, yeah. It's for free for all nationalities.
Is there a number to call if we can't visit the website?
Yeah, we can call this number if we want any information or registration. 1214.
1214. Dial 1214.
code. Okay.
Yes, you.
Okay.
Another question. Are undocumented migrants uh, allowed to take the vaccine?
They need an identification card in the vaccination center. Okay.
What identification?
If they didn't have until now, we didn't have any answer for the person who haven't any paper for identification. Okay, it's for registration only. Identification card is just for registration.
We don't have identification.
No answer until now. Okay, about identification card. How we will, how, how they will be sure that you are the same person who registered and the same person you took the first dose and the second dose. It's very difficult. But until now, we didn't have any answer.
Another question. How safe is it for migrants to register in this vaccination? Like maybe they are legal, they don't have the legal documents to stay in Lebanon, and when they will register, will they be reported to the general security?
It's not reported to General Security. It's 4 months of health only. Okay, COVAX
How sure?
website
How sure?
only reported for Ministry of Health only. If you visit a hospital, they not report for government that you didn't have any illegal paper. Okay. Ali, Ali testimony.
Ali, you go.
Ali, go. Ali.
He fly already.
What's your name?
But
What's your name?
we can call him because I am not vaccinated. I am waiting my turn. Ali, you have any question for Ali? علي بس كنا نسألك كم سؤال. يلا. Any question
Any
for
question
Ali?
for Ali?
Who's Ali?
Ali, you came
Ali, the
in.
person who took the vaccine,
There too?
his work with
Yung,
the
yung,
Hamas
na- yung
after.
nag-explain ka na.
Hello!
Hi. How are you? Can you talk? What kind of vaccine did you take?
What kind of vaccine you take, Ali?
Pfizer? Yeah. Okay, so you can speak well English now. I was thinking it's Chinese, Sinovac.
Sinovac Chinese.
No, I took the Pfizer.
Okay.
The first dose Pfizer and the second dose is Pfizer.
Both Pfizer, yes. Between those and those, we have 3 weeks.
Do you mean to say in Lebanon it's only Pfizer?
You,
Yes.
we,
Till now, yes.
what instructions they give to you?
Maybe I have some side effect of the vaccine. Maybe fever, general weakness, headache.
And they ask you to dress your mask. And
Yeah, for sure. I should dress my mask.
Okay.
Any question else?
Any question?
Have a nice day.
Hi.
Have a nice vaccinated day.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Bye.
Okay. Any question?
Thank you for listening.
Any
Any
questions?
question?
Question ka.
Now who
Any
will
question, no problem.
now who will take the vaccine?
Not yet.
Still,
Still thinking.
We will stick with Ali so that we don't get the virus because Ali takes the vaccine.
Herd community.
Herd community.
what's your paper?
That's what normal.
We need to
Continue.
while I'm listening.
Answer.
Okay.
Answer. Thanks.
May exam na sila.
Yes? Yeah, and the last, lucky 13. Yeah.
Flora?
Thank you.
May third batch pa?
Wala na.
Si
Kati at si sa ano.
Please, ma'am. Flora. 11.
Si Flora. Sinong mas unit ng pangalan?
Me.
You?
Yes.
Kaselin.
Oo, yung unit niya pangalan mo. Copy paste.
Walang palina sa pangalan ko spelling.
Oo na, sige na.
Wala akong nakita.
Malay.
No cheating. No cheating.
Huwag kayong magkopyahan.
Social distancing.
Baka kinopya mo yung edad niya.
Sa mga dali-dali question ng mga ko. Pwede yan magpapya. Hindi pa kapag-concentrate sila.
Palabasin mo nga.
Hindi kayo nakikinig eh.
Para sa kwento.
Katapos ng lecture, ano daw?
Within an hour.
Guys, I hope na may natuto tayo.
Anong oras nag-start yung second batch sila?
12 So, until here na lang tayo. Baru, baru, baru. It's up to you to decide whether you take the vaccine or not.